Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, and welcome back to Everlasting Summer. And last time we unintentionally got Alisa's good ending, and I think this save file is too far ahead, given what happened last time, to get the bad endings. We're gonna have to go ahead and start a new game, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm still not exactly sure why we got the good ending, because I'm pretty sure we ended at 8 points, unless some of these other choices are putting points into her route, despite this guide not noting that it is, or maybe for whatever reason this particular route, the let's see, I don't think this matters. But yeah, unless there, or maybe in the game, for whatever reason, this particular route has different thresholds for triggering good or bad endings. But then again, I don't remember, exactly everything that happened, although I'm pretty sure I should have ended at 8, which is just barely enough to trigger, or the most I can get without, what is it called? Without getting the good ending. Anyways, this should be the first point in here, do nothing. And I'm pretty sure everything should be, I think everything in here has already been read, more or less, so I think, it's just going to be a lot of fast forwarding, and we'll see where it goes from there. But, yeah, kind of disappointed that I have to take, 10-15 minutes to go through and do all this again, but it's whatever. It is what it is. Don't think this matters, but let's go ahead and take them, because we're badasses like that. Let's go ahead and praise the book, because we're nice like that, I suppose. Actually, maybe I shouldn't put any points into Lena and see what happens if we get a slightly different ending. Because if we're we don't give Lena the opportunity to potentially like us, is Alisa gonna get all mad and stuff like that? It's one of those things that this game already has so many different, what do you call it, what are we doing here? This is a tour, right? Yeah, these kind of games, I feel like there's a lot of, well, one, there is already, all the different girls you can go down their paths, and maybe even Shurik, maybe there's a mod for that, you can go for the Shurik path. But, there are all different kinds of people you can go after, there are different endings for each person, or at least in this game, there's a good and a bad, right? But I'm curious, I'm actually very interested in see how many points you have in another girl's routes affects, at least minutely affects the type of dialogue you get with the girl you're actually pursuing. Here, doesn't matter, just go alone, because, why not? And here, I think I'm going to bet with Alisa, which this guide says is 2 points, so that should put us at 3. So let's go ahead and bet, but I'm not going to win against her, which is evidently another +2, and I should be at 7 at the end, I think, if that's the case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, if I do everything else, I should be at 7. So I'll just go ahead and skip this. Don't play it, because... Wait, why do I have so many more choices? Is it because I already got into those points, I suppose, and you get those options to... I like how it's you get to skip the tournament but actually win because you've already done it, you don't need to do it again. That's actually kind of nice. I applaud that, that little bit of time saving in terms of game design. But let's go ahead and lose against Alisa, because why not? I lost yeah, and that's the most unfortunate one. One can only guess what she will get up to tomorrow. She can embarrass me in the lineup if I don't oversleep. I think I've already read this, right? So let's go ahead and just fast forward. I don't know where to go from here. I don't think I need to do anything. So let's go to scene, because I don't remember doing that very often. I decided to walk north, or at least in the direction I believed it was. After several minutes, far ahead I saw a concert hall, several rows of wooden benches, and a similar wooden stage. I climbed onto the stage. So much varied musical equipment, loudspeakers, a microphone stand, and even a piano. I imagined that I was in front of a massive audience, shouting and chanting my name. Oh, this is very appropriate for the ending we got last time, right? My eyes hurt from the spotlights. Imagining a guitar in my hand, I tried to perform a long and striking solo. I suppose it looked pretty funny from a stranger's point of view. A weird guy swinging his arms on stage, jumping around like an ape and making faces. Hey, you're just rank 1 air guitarist Russia, right? I hope no one can see me here. With that in mind, I jumped off the stage and hurried away. Very cool. And fast forward time. So at least it's going to be nice in the sense that I don't really have to read that much. I don't think this matters. There you go. So you just get to listen to me drone on and on. I don't know, I guess I'll go with this because I haven't done it before. Maybe I shouldn't lie to her. I should think before I say something. Oh really? And what exactly are you going to be helping her with? It was turning out bad, but I decided to stand my ground. Her cabin. She asked me to clean it up, sort out the things and so on. I bet you know what a mess the cabin is. Sure, she asked you to tidy up her closet too. The nurse looked at me so intensely that Napoleon's fiasco at the Battle of Waterloo seemed now a small annoyance compared to my current flop. I was going to say something, but she continued to speak. Okay then, Pioneer. We'll manage it without you. Yeah, I'm also partly doing this to see if I can get any slightly different variations by not getting any points in Lena and see if they still have that argument, which they probably will, ultimately. But, you know. I apologize, but you see, oh, and there's one thing that I totally did not realize, outside of, like, North America, I think apologize is spelled with an S, so I apologize for that. I do know the U thing for, like, color and stuff like that, and then, like, RE instead of ER for words like center, but I didn't realize apologize with an S is a non-North American English kind of thing. I said and looked at Lena. She stood looking at the ground like before, blushing more and more. She still likes me. Lena, what can I do to make you not like me? It's alright, I'll manage it on my own. Okay then. An awkward silence followed. I wanted to sink it to the ground because of my lame lie that had probably offended Lena. Well, bye then. Bye. The nurse was smiling spitefully. Turned around, almost running. Though, in fact, I really wanted to run. Common sense advised me not to. And let's go ahead and fast forward. I should go take a look is what we need to trigger Alisa, and yep, and here it is. This is one of those choices that evidently don't give a point in her route, but it's one of those choices you have to make in order to get her to trigger her route, if that makes sense. Like if you don't do this and a couple other choices, no matter how many points you have in Alisa's route, you won't get her ending, is what I mean. So okay, I'll come, and that should be 4 now. And I keep forgetting what that image was. What did she do? She like put something in my hair. I don't know. Let's go ahead and run away. We'll bail. And yeah, dusting up the watermajigs, and that happened because, you know, it always happens. Alright. And this part about me not being able to play the guitar for some reason. And bathhouse time, yep, remember that now. First time I've ever seen the bathhouse. Last time I did this. Let's see, make up another excuse is should be 5 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. We'll keep on going. And let's see. It's gotten to a point where I more or less kind of know what's going on, but I just, like, chronologically, I don't exactly remember what's going on. So this is the beach theme, okay. Like, every time I see something, I'm like, wait. Or not wait, but like, I remember that vaguely. What am I doing here again? Does this matter? Let's go to the boathouse. Oh yeah, we're looking for Shurik. And then she's gonna like try to get all gonna, you know. Let's go to the bus stop. I think this is Miku, right? Yep. Sure, because... Hope I don't end up getting Miku's route. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I don't even know what you need to do, but I'm guessing that's one of them. And we'll give her the carbon. Just asking. You were quiet for some time. I don't think I've done this choice before, so that's why I'm reading this. How's your headache? Much better, thank you. She smiled. I'll be off. Good luck. Good luck indeed. Lena went out and I continued to look through the magazine as I fast forward through more of this stuff. Let's go ahead and just overdose because we like being mean. And Slavia, I'm gonna go ahead and ask about the bundle to be mean. And this should be 6 now, right? I think 3, 4, 5, 6. This should be 6. Give her that carbon. So we just need the one last one. Don't eat that apple, man. Alright, it's gonna be bomb time. And, I don't think it matters me going with Alisa or not. Should I just go alone? You know what, let's go with Alisa, because I'm sure going alone is going to be like another choice that we need to do for someone else. So I'm going to go with Alisa, and we'll read that when we get time. Hopefully this isn't like putting points in her whatever majig. But I should have 7, so unless this gives me 2 points, I should be okay, right? Or I can just not. No, I have to do the other choice, because this one doesn't appear in the guide as doing anything for her. So, but if it actually is, then I don't know. So let's go ahead and just blaze through this. What do you call it? Maze dungeon thing. Yep. Let's get out of there. I kind of realized this. Do her bangs change? Yeah, look at that. Hold on. Alisa's bangs change. Her part, at least, changes when she looks down, right? Come on, let's go. Okay, hold on. Right? It's on the, well, I guess it'd be her right when she looks up. And then she looks down, it's on her left now. It's like... It's fancy hair, man. Or lady. I've really only noticed that this run through, having fast forward through so much of her stuff. I wonder if that's the case for other girls. It should be cake time nearly, right? And of course we're gonna go with Slavia because, like I said, we're gonna try to neglect Lena. Did Lena's hair part change as well? I don't know. Maybe I should pay attention to that stuff more. I think Slavia's is the same, just consistent. Wait, what happened? Oh yeah, she just told us about like how she likes knitting or something, right? Yep, I tried my best. I'm gonna be a jerk. Alright. Let's grab that cake stuff. And Zenya's hair. So yeah, the last point is to stay on guard. I think I've read this before too, right? Curiosity killed the cat. Anyways, it's Alisa. Maybe I haven't. And that means it could quickly turn into a total mess. Plus, I have the ingredients to collect. Well, I'll come later. Alisa left the library quickly without looking at me. It got me thinking. What could this book be if she was so ashamed of it? And ashamed Alisa is something extraordinary by itself, but Alisa ashamed about a book? But what's the point in guessing now? Oh, I guess it kind of makes sense why she's also reading Gone with the Wind, because Lena is, right? Or was, when she was on that bench, like the day 1 or something, day 1 or day 2, right? Because they're friends. It makes more sense now. But what's the point in guessing now? There's no way to find out anything. Finally, Zenya's deep groan rang out, reaching each and every corner of the library. Grab it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've read that, so. Infirmary for the beer and all that stuff. Club for sugar. I wonder if that robot cat girl has any significance to this story. Just because, you know, it's kind of interesting that for whatever reason they're just like working on this random cat girl and they show to you it once, but that's basically it, right? So, looks like we're gonna try to find out what Lena and Alisa are arguing about. And I'm gonna guess it's the same. But I try to put not as many points in Lena's route. So if there's any difference, nope, still eavesdropping. Not Eves, eavesdropping. Let's go ahead and fast forward through that. I don't remember the thing about the guidance counselor, but I'm pretty sure everything's the same, right? I think so, more or less. If not, sorry. If it is, then alright. Let's go and find Lena at the docks, or whatever, not the docks, the island. There it is. Wait, does she still likes me? So Lena still likes me, yep. I think I did put 1 point when I praised the book at the very beginning, but that should have been it, so... Looks like Lena likes me regardless. Ain't that some trouble. Alright. I think she's just said she has plans, right, or whatever, tonight. And then Lena's gonna tell me some stuff about whatever, so should be all the same, I think, more or less. Oh yeah, this is delivery of the vodka. Anything different happen here? I'm pretty sure I still stole the vodka, right? Package for your cabin. Open the stupid story, something, I don't know, stupid in theory, never mind. Yep. Nice day, huh? What did we talk about there? That's something that happened last time, so I don't remember exactly what happened. Just talked about how... stuff. I don't know. Alright, delivered it. Nice. We got that. Is this any different? Could ever guess my intuition. And she thinks I'm gonna steal you away from her. I'm pretty sure I remember that. I still had no idea what forced her to be honest. What's another? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is right. Or right before. She wants her keys back. Because, yeah. And then we're gonna get drunk. Dirty things are gonna happen. Yep. And sexy times. Open my swollen eyelids. Pretty sure this is the same. So I hope we triggered the bad ending. Pretty sure that's all the same. I wonder if the very, very end, just for the part where we, go off until, day ... if that's gonna be different. If that's the only part that's gonna be different. Check the camp, find out we're alone. After returning to the square, sat down, kept my... Yeah, I remember that. Doomed man. Felt sick. Where would they have gone? District center, I guess. Let's go ahead and just fast forward a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is all legit. We've already read this. Yup. Kept silent for the whole time. Turned to look around me if I did something. You did nothing wrong. Yup, I remember that. Start campfire soon. Or after we walk a little bit more. Let's go fast forward a little bit and just check the logs. Pretty sure all this is good. Yep. And then she's gonna ask me if I like her, and I say I can't give her an answer or whatever. Wait, is this different? The worst is yet to come, as we plainly see. What I'm expecting from me is almost impossible. Oh, this might actually be different. Because this is where I'm gonna tell her I don't actually love her or something, right? Yeah. Sitting on a fallen tree, warming our hands with the fire. Only now did I finally realize I'd gotten out of this damn camp. That's still the same as before. I found no answers on the contrary. Let's get to the part where she talks. Call our parents, remember that. And that's all over, meaning, well, we have to leave our homes. Yep. What else is there? I don't know after all that happened, but nothing happened at all. She told me merrily, what do you mean nothing happened? You'll have a chance to find Lena. As if I need Lena, don't you? Remember this. Then maybe it's me? I looked at Alisa attentively. She grinned spitefully. And she was weeping just recently. Wow, that's a lot of lees in that sentence. Or those sentences. What about you? I evaded the question. What do you think about me? I don't know. Maybe you can just say it straight out. A long silence fell. Alisa was waiting for a straight answer, but I can't sort it out for myself. Partner camp, and now the girl who wants to hear something I can't say that easily. You see, and then I really understood. Understood that now it's no use trying to be cunning and holding back things. I almost managed to break out of the cage. The worst is over. Or on the contrary, the worst is yet to come, but it's time to speak plainly. You see, what you're expecting from me is almost impossible. Looks like everything's impossible for you, she sniffed. It's weird to say it, but it's true. I don't know what will happen to me, not necessarily... Oh, I remember that part. And what might it be? Will you vanish into thin air? Quite possibly. She burst into peals of laughter. Pretty sure it's P-E-E-L, or it's not supposed to be like pearls of laughter, maybe? You know, I was ready for any excuse, but not one like that. These aren't excuses, just listen. I'm going to tell her that I'm like a time travel. I'm a time traveling wizard or something like that. Alisa gazed at me attentively, and it seemed had no intention of interrupting. You see, I don't belong to this place. Why did it end like mid-sentence? That's kind of funny. You see, I don't belong to this place. I'm not talking about the camp, but the whole world. Just missing a punctuation. That's fine. All of you here are completely strange, incomprehensible people to me. As you are for us, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not even sure if you are from my planet or my reality. Quit it now. Alisa said tiredly. Imagine that once you fell asleep and woke up in a completely different place. And not just a place, but a different time as well. Or not just a different place is I think what they meant. That's what happened to me. I used to live in the early 21st century in a city far away from here. I was somewhat older than I look now. I had my own life, regardless of whether it was good or bad, it was my own. And then one night I took a bus, fell asleep, and woke up here. As a 17-year-old pioneer. Alisa looked at me in surprise. And you expect me to believe you? I don't know, it's up to you. It really wasn't easy for me to tell you that. You're a master storyteller, really. Just a sec. I rummaged through my pockets and showed her my phone. To my great surprise, there was some battery, and the screen was glowing brightly. Man, didn't he say his phone was basically almost dead when he got there, and it still lasted 7 days? That's a really impressive phone. Or at least the phone battery, right? I mean, my smartphone, if I leave it, it could probably last for like 2 or 3 days tops. That's like it's like 100% to zero, right? Smartphones. Psh. I guess maybe he has like one of those old Nokia like brick phones, you know, the ones that never break. Yeah, you know the ones. Have you ever seen something like this? Do you have something like it? I held it out to Alisa. She fidgeted with it, pressing buttons. Well, some kind of imported foreign toy, so what? It's not a toy, it's a telephone. And where are the wires? Where's the handset? She laughed. There's no need for them. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate to you how it works because they're not invented in your time. Yeah, sure. She said skeptically and handed me the phone back. Even if like she knows what a phone is, not a cell phone, but she knows what a normal phone is. So can she like? I mean, don't cell phones kind of look more or less like what a regular old dial phone was? Like not the ones where you spin the wheel around to dial, but like you know the 9x or the not the 9x 3x4 grid, right? Where it's like the 1 through 9 #0 hashtag or whatever. Hashtag, wow, pound is what a hashtag is, I think, right? And star. Anyways, your decision whether to believe me or not. I told you all this only to explain what position I'm in now. I still don't know what would happen to me in an hour, so such decisions. Fine, you don't have to say any more, and you don't have to make any decisions. She got up and pushed some more firewood onto the fire. If I've offended you, nah, everything's fine. she said coldly. I understand. You're a visitor from the future, so normal girls like me don't interest you. So for some reason, she thinks I'm interested in Elena, though. You got me wrong. No, I didn't. It's very credible, logical, and above all, truthful tale. Any girl would dig it. So, did you really just say any girl would dig it? Alright. That's pretty 90s, although this is 80s, so I don't know, I guess dig it was an 80s thing. So you still think that I'm making up excuses? Alisa stayed silent. Or that I'm completely mad? One could expect anything from you. Why do you have to be like this? I said sadly. And what about me? I've done nothing wrong. She grinned spitefully. Just imagine that it's all true and understand why I behave so. I already imagined, understood. Oh, hey, bus. I was about to say something, but a horn sounded from the road. There was a bus on the roadside. A Lithian, Arizona, right? I remember that. On a regular route. It's odd that we haven't noticed its approach. At last, salvation. Shall we go? Alisa asked in a completely bland, emotionless voice. Yes? Yeah, sure. I grabbed the backpack. I can manage it myself. Ooh. She took it from me. It's obvious it was too heavy for her, but I didn't object. How did she get it here? Did she have like a servant or something that brought all her stuff to the camp for her? Or is she like taking extra stuff? Like, did she like hoard all their soaps and their towels or something like you do in hotels? Soon we sat peacefully in the back of the bus. Various feelings fought inside of me. On one hand, I was glad beyond measure to get to the civilized world. On the other, I was guilt-stricken by the unfinished conversation with Alisa. Sorry that I acted so. You expected something different. I expect nothing of you, she replied coldly. Oh dang, we're shut down. I just wanted you to understand, and concerning our relationship, I like you, really. Glad to hear that. But her voice didn't sound so glad. I said it honestly. You see, I don't know what will happen next, but here now. I guess last night you liked me even more. Yep, just like that, snapping those fingers. No, you misunderstood. Should we do it again while the driver can't see us? I'm pretty sure the driver can see you in the back seat. That's the point, right? The driver's supposed to be able to see everyone. Calm down for a second, okay? Well, at least I was gonna say, like, there was no awkward, like, hey, let's do it again situation, but here it is. Alisa, you're probably my favorite. Calm down for a second, okay? I didn't even think about it. What's the matter? You want it, and I don't care. It's the only thing I'm good for. Wow, this is really kind of turning sad. Alisa, wait. Okay, I want to sleep. She reclined on her seat and closed her eyes. Wait a sec. I'm sleeping, let's talk later. I didn't object, and I fell asleep too. After all, it's good to seek counsel from your pillow. Besides, or counsel? Yeah, counsel from your pillow. Besides, Alisa needed some time to calm down, although of course I was desperate to explain everything to her in a way she'd understand, but I held back. Still, I was sick at heart. We were alone on the bus, and not doing anything crazy, because the bus driver can see you. Outside, dark shadows were passing by. Sometimes it was possible to discern a tree, a river, or the pylons of a power transmission line. But the landscape seemed not to differ from one in the camp. Maybe the world is a circle, and we're just moving on it. It's actually kind of like a lopsided sphere, so you're right in the two-dimensional sense, but yeah. Anyway, the surroundings were the least of my concern now. I just stared at the floor and thought about tomorrow. What will happen? The city, this planet, this time, all are strange to me. And a further talk with Alisa, who was totally disappointed with me. The process of waiting happens to be more tiresome than its result. And finally, things bound to happen don't look so important or fearsome. All your strength is exhausted, there is just tiredness and emptiness in your soul. The bus was driving into the unknown. I couldn't resist and fell asleep. Day ... Let's go. Load faster. Alright, now what's gonna happen? It seems I'm getting old. The day was over and the hangover should have been gone, but I felt sick and dizzy. Despite how hard I tried, I was unable to open my eyes. It just rolled over. Isn't this basically just what he said last time? I know a lot of things here. Everyone speaks Russian. Suddenly feel very sick. Damn it. I thought I was gone by yesterday evening. Yeah. And then he's like, oh no, I'm in my flat. It's not so old. Dust layers haven't grown. Yeah. Minor details. I remember that. Socks. I remember commenting on how he knew exactly where his socks were. Let's go ahead and just skip a little bit. Not too much. Don't want to go too fast. Hangover was absolutely real. My feelings are genuine. Pretty sure this is legit. It's been a week. I've seen this before. Made me sigh. Wait a minute. What's wrong with me? Should be glad. Yep. I remember the 50-50 thing. And how bad at physics he is. Unless there is a theory of relativity in terms of probability, which I'm just completely unaware of, in which case I'm going to look silly, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. Right. Going back. So maybe this is all the same until he gets to that blue screen, like this one. Time passed. Events seem like a fantastic novel. Yeah, I remember him talking about his little fort when he was a kid and staying up reading all night. I used to do that too. Yep. Yeah, the guitar thing. Yeah. Let's go ahead and fast forward now. Is she not going to show up? Like, is that the only difference? Is that she's not going to show up? I remember all that stuff. Yep. So I'm not sure when this might divulge, so I'm just going to go ahead and click through it rather than fast forwarding through this way. Club's bigger. Yeah, criticizing his opening acts. Here we go. And he was nervous, but for some reason he hasn't made a mistake. And he's like, what? Why haven't I made a mistake in Encore? Let's see if we... Probably now the happiest man on earth. Yep. And... Is Alisa going to be there? Yep. This will be the last time... Wait, maybe I don't think I've read this before yet, so... The club is empty, instruments are packed, and I'm waiting for the others so we can go home. I glanced at the stage where I'd been standing just an hour ago. Oh, your concert was only an hour? That's kind of... Or maybe the end of it was... He's been packing for an hour. That's probably it. Once again, joy, pleasure, and excitement grip me, and this won't be the last time I appear on that stage for sure, and maybe even grander stages like concert halls and Olympic stadiums are in my future. Who knows? Anything is possible now. After saying goodbye to my mates, I ran to the bus stop and luckily caught the 410 bus. Yep, no Alisa. Nobody was inside. I took a seat. Why is no one ever on the 410 bus? Like, I don't even understand. I feel like it should be a bus that if no one ever rides it, like why? Or at least maybe it's just this time of night. Actually, no. There is a bus that I have taken before to go from like college to like home, like my parents' home. Taken it at night, I think, before, and it's always like pretty full. So I don't understand why this bus is like completely empty. Like being at night is no excuse. Nobody was inside. I took a seat behind the driver. Just like back then, some familiar tune could be heard from the radio. Maybe one day my songs will also be played on the radio. In some way, these trips were similar to the events that took place a year ago. I mean, at the moment, everything is as expected, achieved by means of hard work, and the planned result is fulfilled. But I am returning as another man. I am returning as another man. No period. A man who has changed in a way. Is that it? Are we donesies? Yep, so hardcore. That's the achievement, huh? Yep, there's Alisa's bad end. So the only difference Guess I shouldn't have fast forwarded through the credits, just because you can see more pictures of Alisa. But I guess the only difference in that was, well, one, we couldn't really tell her that we cared about her until like the very end. We were just like grasping at straws or whatever to try to get her to like us or whatever. And then at the end, we didn't see her come up to our concert. And that was it. That's Alisa's bad ending. So not much different. I guess then again, with Slavia's good and bad ending, it was whether we saw her or not at the bus stop, right? So yeah. Not sure why Lena. So of the 3 we've gotten so far, I think we still have Ilyana, right? Ilyana is the only other route we can take. So there's gonna be Ilyana, 2 of them, and I think you can get Miku as 1, and then I guess these are the true endings or whatever. So surprisingly, so far, Lena has been the only one who has like a pretty in-depth story about what happens afterwards, right? Like with Slavia and Alisa, all we do is like meet in the good ending. All we do is meet them in the real world. Whereas with Lena, we had like this whole thing about, you know, getting married, having kids, and like their life to a point where he realizes that he wants to like express what he's gone through. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Ilyana, if we're going to get like another big story like that, or if we're going to just have a thing like, oh well, I just randomly ran into you at the bus stop or something, or at the sports field. I don't know. What is Ilyana like? I think she likes sports, right? That's the only thing I can think of. So yeah, well, that was Alisa's bad ending. And like I said, next time we'll go after Ilyana and do her routes. So until then, thank you for watching. Bye.